Hi, everyone.
I saw the.
Hello.
Hey guys, welcome to another week, wonderful week of creative finance and with our friends from Ispeed to Lead. More exciting seller calls, more work to do. We're working on the back end. Got one of the deals closing this week. Pretty excited about. Make sure we bring some revenue in, proof of concept, while the other ones are contracts are open in escrow. As you guys know, those things take time. So good stuff. We're here. We're missing one, but we have more importantly, we have the man from Ispeed to Lead, Yuri. Yuri, how's it going, brother?
Nice to have you guys. So, and thank you for having me. My little cute accent, but no, excited to hear some more calls. Whoever is watching us from our channel, we have a creative 3 waiting for Andrew. Those guys are going to show you how to convert as many leads as possible with a lot of different exit strategies. And I hope you guys also pick up on the way how they build rapport, how they do things, because I've seen a lot of wholesalers and a lot of investors like really struggling with that, and they think everything should be easy and everything should be like people should just take global offer or something like that. So, and no, guys, even though we have a lot of things you can adjust in Ispeed to Lead, it still requires you to do your job, to build rapport, to find the common ground in order to close the deal. And Shaun, Justin, Ashley, and Andrew are doing pretty good from what I see based on the feedback of different people. There was also 2-hour masterclass that I hope guys will repeat soon as well. So, and make sure guys, as soon as they drop the link, make sure to jump on it and register. But we're excited for you guys to make some calls today.
Yeah. Thanks, Yuri. Yeah, for sure. And you guys, yeah, we did a 2-hour a couple weeks ago. And it was actually like 2.5, 3 hours by the time you end up, doing Q&A and all the fun things we did there. So that was fun. And we love doing those. So there's a recording for that. You can reach back out. I would say we're going to be posting links all night. So right now I just put something on there. It's going to be a creative for Ispeed to Lead link. Guys, it's a discount link. Use it to get your leads from Ispeed. I promise.
You get it like really good, you guys. Like we even use it. You get a killer discount.
And I know my friend Chris just pulled off. He texted me last night. He pulled out another lead out of like the throwaway bin. I'll say but it was a discounted lead, I think. And forgive me, Yuri, for not knowing all the terminology. So if someone it's one of the leads that like everyone has been able to get cracks at. Maybe a bulk lead.
Yeah, not exclusive. So we have exclusive leads if somebody wants just to get leads to himself, but there are a lot of non-exclusive leads too. So whatever wasn't purchased exclusively, we are selling this non-exclusive way, and there are multiple levels of those. And sounds like Chris was calling on like $2 leads or something like that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's calls on.
And he got a seller finance deal out of it. So, we have to see how these things shake out. Everything, you can get things on a contract, guys. We can get things on a contract all day long. It's what really works to either resell it, make sure another investor will buy it, or it's a good deal for someone like ourselves, or it has to be a good deal at the end of the day. But yeah, he texted me last night. I doubt we'll bring him on tonight. I think we're going to try to get Ted back on too. Ted's really good at closing. Ted had a 1 call a couple weeks ago with Erie, Pennsylvania. And that was really good. So we're going to bring Ted back on tonight, maybe a little bit later, just to let him get a crack at something and see if he can have another round of success. But guys, and I know there's some leads to be dialed. Ashley, Shaun, maybe at the same time, I'll throw it in too. We'll get Ted coming. I'm sure Andrew will be here soon, and let's get going.
Heck yeah.
And just like
Shaun, I was going to call
Ashley. Hold on, let Yuri.
Sorry.
No. I just wanted to say last thing. You guys have this Creative 4 link on registration. If you guys still not registered, just go and register, because platform is free to check the leads, like whatever you can use. So we talk about discounts, we talk about offers, but the whole point of you guys is just going there, checking the leads in your area, just to be notified. You can put some different filters. You don't have to buy anything. You don't need to pay anything in order to see the platform. So the whole idea for you guys is just to check out platform, get notifications, see how things work, at least for now. You know, now it's free to register to do anything, and yeah, it might be this way sometime in the future. So that's why I want to tell you: if you're still not registered, just register. So that's it. Don't overthink it. Just go and do that.
Yeah, guys, it doesn't cost anything. I got a text message today at 10:47 a.m. Fresh motivated lead just in Hollis, Maine. This lead wants to sell, and it's a refund, and it's Ispeed texting me, telling me they have something in my search criteria at 10:47
That's not far from me.
So
I used to live in Hollis.
Well, then you should call this dang lead.
Do we have it? I will.
So
I will buy it.
So guys, it's easy as that. I was in Maine already today. So Yuri, thank you so much for that.
Cool.
All right. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm sure there's going to be some follow-ups we're going to want to do. We have Illinois, we have Ohio, there's Texas. We have a Category 5 hurricane. Oh, Pennsylvania, I see Category 5 hurricane coming through Florida. So Florida is pretty much evacuated.
Yep.
I'd say so. I've been seeing some backlash from people trying to prey on Florida. I know I saw that today in some of the social media threads, people talking about it. But so you'd be very cautious of like state of emergencies and things like that, guys. But we don't have any of that here. Michigan, Texas, Illinois. So where are we going to hit? Shaun, Ashley.
I have one queued up. Ryan Dunn,
right.
San Antonio, Texas.
All right. And then I'm going to look down and I see another Pennsylvania.
That was weird. It like picked up, but there's nothing there. So we'll try again.
They could do the thing that I do where I make them speak first.
You make sure you don't hear the bloop.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, is this Ryan?
Yes.
Hey, Ryan. My name's Ashley. I am interested in something you might be selling. Are you interested in selling your property on Elmaro Street?
I'm considering selling my property on Elmaro Street. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, I am possibly an interested buyer. I actually just got a notification from one of my partners. They told me to check out your place. So can you catch me up to speed on, timeline, condition?
So, yeah. Can you call me back in like 15 minutes?
Yeah, I absolutely can do that for sure.
I'm driving right now.
Okay.
And I got you on my speaker here, but I'll be home in 15 minutes. If you can call me back, that'd be great.
I will absolutely do that, Ryan. I will talk to you soon.
Great. Thanks.
All right. Thanks. Bye. That's the reason to hang up with a seller real quick, especially,
Yeah, it sounded legit. Ashley,
Yeah.
is that Illinois?
That was Ryan Dunn, San Antonio.
Okay.
I think it's the second to last one. Or
Okay.
no, don't listen to me.
I'll find it.
I'm hitting up the Grays Lake, Illinois.
Got it.
I'm just trying to bring him up real quick.
I'm trying to
See
catch
what
up too.
I called that Dayton, Ohio one. Got a voicemail, so we'll hit him back a little bit later. See if he's available then. Okay, where the hell is Grays Lake, Illinois?
Sounds good.
Yeah, could be.
I'm trying to keep track of some of these too. So that's Antonio.
847.
All right.
3.
I'm going to look up another one here.
Are you actually going to dial tonight?
I might rip it. If
Yes.
if you guys aren't keeping me working, I'm going to rip it.
All right. Let's see if this dude picks up.
I love listening to your calls.
Forwarded to an automated voice message.
Ooh.
That was like automatic.
You
Yeah.
got rejected.
Yeah, I did. See if the double dial gets it done.
Hello.
Hey, Pat, this is Shaun. How are you?
Shaun.
Yeah, reason for the call is I believe somebody on my team reached out to you. You went on my website about selling a property on Ziegler Drive.
Yeah, I don't believe I went on your website, but yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, maybe somebody on the team reached out to you then. Yeah,
It's in the ether now.
it's in the ether. Yeah, I love it.
One person, and yes, my information's all over.
Yeah, that's typically how it tends to work, unfortunately. But yeah, they didn't give me too many notes on the property other than that you were looking to sell. Could you just catch me up to speed on what's going on with the property there?
It's available. There's no liens on it. From the basement down, including full bath, is completely refreshed and new.
Okay.
The upstairs are pretty much 80s finished cabinets and stuff in the kitchen. Yeah, it's got a single car attached garage, no access to the house, directly from the garage.
Okay.
That's about it. Very, very energy efficient.
Okay. Now, is this your personal residence or is it a rental property for you?
This is a duplex, or this is the last half of a duplex. At one time, there was 4 buildings out there. This is the last half of a unit.
Okay, so it was like condexed?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And
we had 4 duplexes in there at one time, 2 units per duplex, obviously, as rental properties.
Okay. And so is this vacant right now or is it leased?
It is vacant.
Okay, it's vacant. Gotcha. How long have you been in the landlord game?
I haven't. I participated in the management of it.
Ah, okay.
But,
So is that what you do full-time, property management?
no.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you must have some interesting stories to tell then.
No, I'm trying to make more time for fishing, less time for property management.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So it's vacant right now. You said pretty much the whole basement is completely remodeled. Kitchen needs a little bit of work. Nothing too crazy. When do you want to, or I mean, in an ideal world, when would you want to close on it by?
You know what? That's obviously it should, with no broker, no realtor, sold by owner. I mean, I would assume that would be a quick,
Yeah, absolutely. I just like to ask. Some people have different timelines.
I would assume it would be within a 30-day deal. Even if it went 60 days, not a big deal. We're just sitting on it anyway.
Okay.
So,
all right, 30 to 60 days. And when you were managing this property beforehand, did you have good luck with the renters?
I had excellent renters. In fact, the last renter that was in that unit, she was great. She really wanted to buy the unit.
Mm-hmm.
She was emotionally attached. She was there for quite a while. However, she didn't, meet the criteria financially, and we weren't going to play banker.
Yeah. Okay.
That's in it in a nutshell.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So no issues with like the neighborhood or anything like that. No,
actually, that's a very sought after school district. If you do a little research on it, Grace Lake School District. That's 90% of the people that are interested in that area are there for the school district.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that I might have missed here. How much are you looking to get for it?
160.
160. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can do your counts or whatever you want to do. I know the previously years ago it was in the mid 140s. I think we sold some in there for.
Mm-hmm.
That's a total different market. Everything's considerably different. We were way lowballed on that one. So I don't know are you basically going to flip it, investor? You're going to rent it?
Yeah, so we do pretty much whatever makes sense for the property. If it makes sense to flip, if there's enough room in there to flip it, yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and do that. If it makes more sense to just hold it and stick a renter in there, we'll do that as well. It really just depends on, what the individual situation calls for.
We never had a hard time renting any of those units out there.
All right, that's good to know. We've
Ever. And I'm a general contractor too. I mean, I've been in the trades a long time, over 40 years.
okay. All right.
I mean,
Well,
I would think stock cabinets in the kitchen and update the full bath upstairs was my next move. But I'm way too busy with my schedule, so I have not had a lot of time to devote to it.
understood. Okay. And so, I mean, with you being a general contractor, with those repairs that you were looking at done, let's say if we were trying to get this in, tip top shape, like almost like HGTV level, nice. What are you thinking for a rehab on that, based on what you've been seeing lately?
I believe, because I get it's a small floor plan for a kitchen.
Yep.
You're talking $2,000 for a nice stock line of cabinets, the soft close, everything. The carpet's all fresh upstairs and downstairs. Windows were replaced probably 3-4 years ago. It's got the only shitty laminate in the living room / dining room, or I'm sorry, kitchen / dining has a shitty laminate that I hate.
Mm-hmm.
I would, probably put a vinyl plank.
Yep.
And that vinyl plank and either same thing, remove the flooring material out the stairs, either carpet them or whatnot. So I'd say all in $6-7 grand, and that include paint the upstairs because it's all fresh. It's all new paint up to the stairs. So
Okay.
from the stairs up, it needs I would say need to be freshened up.
Okay.
But nothing horrible. We never had smokers in there or anything. So
Okay, that's good. Yeah. It's I mean, I'm sure as you're aware, it's a pain in the butt to get that smell out of there.
right. Anyway, I'm right in the middle of a chiropractic appointment, so send me your information. I'm at 160. I won't even entertain anything. Put it this way: I had a low ball offer this afternoon. Just I won't waste your time. Don't waste my time.
Fair enough. I respect that. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to your chiropractic appointment. I'll talk with the team here and we'll see what we can do with this. And I'll probably be back in touch with you tomorrow. Is there a best time that works for you typically?
Yeah, no, I'm actually pretty busy during the day, but best way is to call me.
All right.
But like I said, if you text me with your information, I'll put it in contact. So I don't think it's a goofy call. So
Yeah, absolutely.
right.
Awesome.
Have a great evening, sir.
Yeah,
Talk
you
to
too. Take care. Bye.
That looks like a definite 1%, under 1% rule for sure. If it's a 3-bed, I mean, it said it was a 3-bed, 800 square, which makes no sense. And they're probably not counting the lower level. But dude, you see the rents for that?
No,
your
screen's so small.
Oh, my bad.
On my screen, at least.
Okay. So, and it could be because I'm not shifting it over, but bro, if you look at even the aerial view, you can tell it's a nice area because everything is crisp.
Yeah.
So here, I'll just give you a quick little rundown real quick. Let me see if I can do a screen here. What up, Andrew?
What's going on, guys?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you have fun?
Fun?
So, bro,
that side of the business is not always fun, but we got to do it.
So just looking at the aerial, you tell by neighborhoods, right? You can tell these are brand new these are newer neighborhoods right across. Definitely. I bet you this is either some sort of school or some sort of place there because it's got the ballparks, got everything here. So this is probably school. I don't know what this is. Maybe a rec center. I'm assuming here a lot, right, guys? But when you look at just the aerial right away, you go, everybody's manicured. Everything looks clean. Everything, even just him telling you it's a desirable area because of the school systems and whatnot, I go 100% see that.
Yeah.
No doubt. Solar farm. I mean, the roofs, you're not looking at destitute farmland or just mobile home parks and whatnot. Now, every area has an area that's cruddy, but no doubt. So then I'm looking at this going, all right, so Deal Sauce is telling me retail could be around 200 grand, wholesale 130. business. I'm not seeing any debt on this, but that doesn't mean that Illinois isn't giving us some of that info.
He did say he had no debt on the property, but he also said that he wasn't looking to be a bank.
He wasn't looking to be a bank.
Yeah, that was the thing. Because when he said he had no debt, my ears perked up. And then when he started talking about that previous tenant who wanted to buy, couldn't qualify for financing, he was like, yeah, she couldn't qualify for financing, and we weren't trying to be a bank.
All right. So, but at the same time, bro, that's so easy to overcome. That's like a seller saying, I'm not going to sell. So I would harp on like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Who can qualify these days? And then just go like, we would go through an RMLO, or we would secure you with other debt, or I'll give you my profile, our portfolio. We do this. Actually, we do a lot of creative finance. We sell to our lease option people, our tenants. We'd give them lease options as well, but they have to qualify. So you're smart for making her qualify. So it's like, you're going along with them, in my opinion, but then it's like, you're not a lease to own renter. You are an investor. Like we can give you, are they going to come with the $10,000, $15,000 down payment? Probably not. The one thing I was confused with, he said it was a duplex. And one half was sold, or they condexed it out, or what?
Yeah. He said that originally it was a duplex, and then they condexed it, so he only has that one unit.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, I would love to go right at, you combat that, and I think that's going to be some rapport building. Like, bro, like you don't have capital gains, you don't. Are you guys looking to combat anything? Have you depreciated the crap out of this thing? You're going to have depreciation recapture.
Yeah.
So those are all talking points. You're talking to an investor now, so the other hat has to go on. But needless to say, I love the area. So I'm sure there's. And then, all right. So let me look at the rents. I'll show you the rents real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at or trying to figure out was like, does it hit that 1% rule at the very end?
And we would dive in deeper because it's when it stinks so much, like when it's like way too high, and we jump up $1,000 between.
That doesn't make sense.
One bed. I've seen New Hampshire's $500 a bed. New England sometimes is $500+ per bedroom. So this might not mean it's only $900. So you got a sample of 9, sample of 7. There's 3 miles. It's a little spread out. There is an HOA potentially, or a neighborhood. So I would be very curious, but he's an investor. So it obviously rents. 4 bedrooms, juicy. But 3-bed is also a lot of inventory. So we can dive deeper, but look at the numbers. I mean, even if you were able to get the highs of a 2-bedroom, 2,000 plus, you're well into the 2 bedrooms over the 1% that he wants. So there could be something there.
And I mean, at 160, I mean, this is what did you say the ARV was, like 200-ish?
It said it was 200. Yeah. Let me,
I got Redfin telling me 208 to 248.
Yeah. I'm seeing Redfin 218.
Yeah. But even if we take the 160, divide that by, our 218, we're at 73% ARV. So, I mean, that's for your everyday buy and hold guy that is not creative savvy.
Your BP buyers.
Yeah. Your bigger pockets.
I would say I don't say the full word.
Oh, dude, I don't care.
No, I'm joking. So it would be more like, go get a DSCR, bring your 10%. It could be still a deal at that. So it's all about so I would text him and be like, do you have any photos? Like, hey, enjoy that. Give him your info, but hey, enjoy that. Hope that doc doesn't crack you too much, or hope you feel good after that appointment. Toss me some interior photos if you can, like the last that you know about. Let's get a look at it, because then it just comes down to, I mean, if it's 1,000 square foot house, it's, I don't know, maybe a $15,000 bill would probably clean it up. But that area might require, nicer finishes to get nicer rents. So,
yeah.
Ash, what do we got? Oh, go ahead, Shaun.
Oh, no, I was just going to say.
I got one right here. Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan. Be careful of the water. For real.
Okay.
I don't know anyone who would buy there.
Okay. Do you want me to call a different one?
You could. I mean, I want to see what they say, but
It looks like an abandoned house. Like, look it up.
100%.
Because I
Do
think
you
it
know
is
about
best
Flint,
that, like,
Michigan?
no. Oh,
They have like they were like the biggest news story for like a bunch of years because their water was rancid. Their pipes are all lead. I think they're lead pipes, and everyone is
Oh,
getting lead
wow.
poison. Everyone's getting lead poison.
Okay. So maybe it's been
Um,
boarded up since then.
So they have severe issues there, and I think there's a poverty. But again, I'm sure there's an ass for every toilet seat who would buy there. So I don't know anybody. Our Michigan friends, I know I've heard them tell me to be cautious, but hey, listen, doesn't mean that when a lead comes in, obviously a lead comes in, we have to act on it. But then it
Yeah.
comes down to like, who's the right person for that? That's all. That's all it is.
Check it out, though. I think the property assessed at like 30K. Looks like a big property, but that don't mean anything. All right, I'll give it a call.
Hey, Andrew, there was a Catawissa, Pennsylvania came in.
Okay.
It looks like I thought it was rural, but
Got it.
Your call has been forwarded to voice. Hello.
Hi, is this Brandy?
Yes, this is.
Hey, Brandy. My name's Ashley. I'm calling about your property on Banbury. Are you
Okay.
you must be interested in selling that, huh?
I am interested in selling it.
Okay, great. What can you tell me about it?
It was my grandmother's.
Okay.
She died. My father moved into it. He died almost 7
Jeez.
years ago.
Sorry.
Then it was handed down to me, and actually it's mine and 3 of my cousins, but we are ready to sell.
Okay. So there's
As
a
a
couple.
group.
Okay, great. So you've already discussed that with them. Seeing there's
Yep.
perfect.
Yep. Just trying to get a good offer so everybody can get their little change.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of info. I definitely could tell it was a generational owned home because from my experience looking up generational owned homes on, Zillow, for example, they don't give a lot of information. They kind of just look blank. Yeah, exactly. It gives you like, the satellite view. So could you tell me a little bit about the house? Because I'm sure the info I have probably isn't correct. I have that it's it doesn't tell me how many beds, but a 1.5 bath.
Yeah, 1.5 baths, but there's actually 2 full baths because it's a bathtub in the basement too. So half is like one without a tub. No, we got a bathtub in the basement, so that's 2.
Okay.
Two full baths.
And how many beds?
It is. So it's like a. Let me explain it to you. So you would walk in the door. To your left would be the kitchen and the sitting area. There's a pair of stairs on the left, maybe like 7 steps. You go up, it's 3 rooms on that level. So if you come back down that stairs, now we're on the level where the kitchen and the little dining area. Why would you do that when people got you drive over here? No, now open this up, get that broom and sweep this up. Open the
I think
garage.
she's talking to her kids.
So we talking about the level where the kitchen and then the little living room area. It's another pair of stairs, right?
Okay.
Under those 7, it takes you down to another little sitting area. It's fireplace, it's a little doorway that'll take you around to the bathroom tub, and then there's a little area that takes you out to the garage. It's a 2-car garage. Then it's a basement. So this is another level. You go down another little set of stairs, and it takes you down to where the washing machine and dryer, furnace, and it's a small little room in the back. Now, I wouldn't really qualify it as a room because it's not really big, but the house has been in my family for 60 years, and my daddy stayed in that room at one point.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a pretty nice house. It's in, good shape. Ain't nothing happened to it. I've just been paying the taxes on it since my father died, but I don't have no plans on moving in.
So how long has it been vacant?
6 years now.
6 years. Wow. Why haven't you all rented it out or something? You could have, started cash flowing.
I'm the only one who cares enough to even pay the taxes to keep it. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't even have it no more.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, type of deal. But if it's a check involved, everybody trying to figure out how they get their cut now.
Right. Okay. So have you been getting any offers, or is this your first time putting it out there?
I haven't even been advertised it, but yeah, I want to sell it. I don't even want to have to think about it anymore. I don't want to keep paying taxes on it. I'm not going to move in it. I'm probably not going to fix it up. I don't even live where it's at. I live out of town.
Gotcha. Okay. So you'd sell tomorrow if you
Listen,
could.
we could sign the papers. Yes.
Okay.
I signed today.
Okay. Well, I mean, and you think all of them would sign too right away, as long as there's a check involved?
They wouldn't do nothing but sign, because that'd be the only thing they did is sign to get a check. They ain't done nothing else.
Right. Well, I'm definitely interested. Do you have photos?
No. I got some photos. No, I don't have any photos that's perfectly displaying it. I got some little photos where we took pictures of Christmas, where it's just little pieces, but I can get you some.
Yeah, no, that would be fabulous.
My family still lives there, and my brother will probably actually be the one to do it.
Okay.
Because I've been he's the only one to hear what's going on and know what's going on, because when it comes to taking care of something, he'll pay too.
Okay. I mean, I could always I have a partner around, and I could probably get somebody down there to walk the property if there was somebody that could let them in. So are you the executor?
Hasn't been an assigned executor or anything.
Okay.
I haven't done anything. I haven't went and done anything. I've just been paying the taxes and holding on to it.
You kind of took the lead, though, it sounds like.
I mean, definitely. If we want to go with, making sure it's still, ours, but basically, if it's basically mine, ain't nobody paying the taxes to stay. The city would have took it.
Right. Okay. So you're going to need to probably go through probate. How many siblings do you have?
It is me. Oh, it's just me and my brother.
Okay. And then you have a couple other cousins involved, you said?
Yeah. There's 3 other cousins that's involved. Yep.
So there's a total of 5 of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. It sounds like, and I'm just trying to be transparent with you. It sounds like it's very possible it could get messy. I've done this a few times, and it's like you may get an offer that you may like, and then you go back to them. It's going to just be like that back and forth. So the only thing I could really think of is getting on a Google Meet with all of you and then agreeing to something, because everybody needs to be in alignment and agree so we can move forward. And I'm pretty sure you can you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think probate can move forward quickly if everyone agrees. I think probate's kind of like to make I don't know the back end part of it. My mother-in-law actually works in probate, which is interesting. But have you gone through any of that yet, or is it just you guys discussing amongst each other?
No, it's in the will that my grandmother left that it go to us anyway.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, there ain't no way around. Because I was trying to think of a way to go around them and sell it. No, literally, I would sell it, but I would still give them their portion.
Right, just to get things going.
No, just so that it's not like I sold the property and ran off with money. No. I ain't trying to get no. Look, and in all honesty, my cut gonna be bigger than theirs because I'm deducting the money I paid in taxes. Yes, right. I am.
Yeah, you absolutely. You should.
I am.
Good.
Ain't no way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we can come up with something, I can absolutely help you with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, do you have a price in mind, or like, have you? Because you did look to see. I'm sure you looked to see what it assessed last year, correct?
I mean, it's listed at 60,000, and it ain't even got inside pictures. It's just outside pictures, and it's listed at 60,000.
Didn't it assess at 30 something thousand? Okay. Let me just check with something. So let me be super transparent with you. Okay. I can move things along rather quickly. That's the great thing with working with me. But I'm also an investor. So I typically don't buy houses for the full assessed value. You're gonna be under because I gotta go in there and I gotta fix things up and either make it livable for the next person or create a buy and hold. I never know what I'm doing, but I know that I'm gonna have to probably put money in to update and
Yeah, the bathroom upstairs. I love the mirrors. They got those 3-sided mirrors in that bathroom. I love them. But the house been in my family for years, so it's like the original little paint. So you probably got to paint the bathroom. Probably add a new vanity downstairs. The tub downstairs is great. The tub upstairs, they can do a tub fitter.
she said there is no executor.
But still,
Like she said, it was just all of them. As the
Someone in the will. Who oversaw the whole will?
Okay, I'll ask her.
My grandmother's house.
Attorney?
You don't have a grandmother's house. You can't even get on her couch. So
Wow.
it's,
Yeah.
It's in original, shape. So anything you would want to do is just to make it look newer. I guess like a backsplash on the wall or cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Work. Yeah, like work. Yeah, it don't need a lot of work. Honestly, when you go in there and see the ceilings, it's like you got to see it. It's nice.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see it. So you said since there was a will, shouldn't there be a list of who an executor is right on it? Just out of curiosity.
No, it's not an executor. It's basically when she died, it went to my dad. And when he, him and any of his siblings died, it's assigned to go to her grandkids.
Okay. I just want this to be smooth and easy for you. So I'm trying to figure out how many bumps there are going to be to move forward. So looking it up, it doesn't give me a whole lot of info. So where did you find that it said that it was worth the 60K? Was it online or did somebody?
Let me see. I can tell you a picture of it.
Yeah, we're gonna dial.
He was talking about investing and putting some money in and this and that, and I was telling him what we should do.
Hey guys, so Ashley's going to figure out some of this probate stuff. I think she has to figure out some of the logistics of getting someone over there. Shaun, you want to call? Shaun might be on a call. All right. Welcome, Ted Miller. What's up?
Yo, what's happening?
How you doing, dog?
Long time no see.
Long time. It was probably like 2 weeks ago you were on.
Oh yeah, that sense. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So, hey, welcome, dude. Hey, Andrew just came on. So there was one in Pennsylvania. One I also saw that was Stockton, California. That excites me because it's a rarity that I don't see often.
California or
California.
Yeah.
So, I do think that would be a fun one. What do you say? What do you want to take a crack at today?
Let's do.
You want to warm up with a Pennsylvania one?
I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, Pennsylvania is backyard.
Yeah. So this one's in Catawissa, which looks like it's middle state. I'm gonna repost. I'm gonna put in the side
in the chat.
And so guys, if you didn't listen to Ted's one and done call last week, Ted's call was a couple weeks ago. It was more or less a Erie, Pennsylvania deal. Kid was just fed up with being a landlord.
Yep.
And his buddy was living in it. He's been second guessing his decision. And you could tell he was a skittish person on the phone. unsure of like decision making, and he didn't like being landlord. He didn't want to do repairs. So we've heard these things before. So it comes down with like confidence. But now, there's selling it in certain manners.
Yep.
Sometimes gets also a decision to make. So in the side chat today, we have one here. We're going to, is that how I say it? Catawissa?
I would guess. I sounds right. Is this one? This one looks a little bit more on the rural side. I'll still call
Outside
it.
of Bloomsburg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. Bloomsburg's got a big, not big, but good college there. So
Yep.
Isn't it's along the river there. The mighty
Susquehanna.
Sasquatch River.
Yeah, Sasquatch River, exactly. Yeah,
All
I had a good friend who went to Bloomsburg. He lasted 1 semester.
Mm.
Good.
He got bit by the party bug, huh?
Oh yeah.
Ted is a UMass alumni.
Yes. Just typical 5 years. Most people there had to.
Ted,
deal
is
with.
that true? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a UMass boy.
I survived 5 years at West Virginia, so that makes me
That's pretty fast for West Virginia.
it actually is.
Yeah.
I was on the road to be the next Bert Kreischer.
Oh. Nice.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
He spent 8 years at Florida State.
Oh,
You don't know who the machine is?
listen, dog. The only person I know at Florida was Aaron Hernandez and Tim Tebow.
That's good.
Yeah, those are.
Great people to know.
Two of
Yeah.
my favorite football players.
Yep, just complete opposites of people.
Yes. Chris Geddes. What up, dog?
All right, so I'll call this guy 29 Hollow Road, Catawissa.
All right. It's dropping it. Let's do it.
Oh wait, what's his name?
What up, James? Welcome, sir. Ted, his name is James.
Hi, this is Jim. I can't take your call right now, but if you leave your name.
Double
All right.
dial.
He goes by.
James?
Yeah,
He goes
James. He goes
Yeah.
by Jim. He says this is Jim.
November 1st, James. Throw that in here. Andrew, what do we got for links for the I'm in the thing here.
Hi, this is Jim.
All right.
Triple dial. All right, let's see how it goes.
Savage. Love it.
Hi.
All right.
All right.
Well-
So we can hit him back later.
So, when next up on the round robin, or is it my turn then to hit up our boy in?
I was gonna try Stockton. Let's see if they pick up a jersey number.
Okay.
Wireless customer you are calling is not available.
Oh, she might have one of those blockers on. That was a juicy interest rate maybe on Stockton.
Ooh. Probably a bunch of equity then. Unless, hopefully, or maybe not.
Deal Sauce was saying about 60, estimated 60%, but we don't know, right?
Yeah.
You don't know. It's all estimated. Hey, James, we got in the meantime, hey, brother, welcome. And we have a meetup. Love to know where you're at or where you're from. Obviously, it's New England, I'm guessing. So we have a meetup November 1st in Boston. Pace and the whole gang going to be there. Going to be a good time. Urban Wild, I think it's called, next to the casino. So check it out. November 1st. We have us. You can find us on what up, CJ? You can find that on our Instagram page. And we have further than we have one in Maine. We're doing one on the 4th of November That's at one of our properties. It's a castle, we're going to call it. It's a boutique hotel that we're developing, repurposing. Rockland, Maine. Oh, so you got to come to the 4th then. Perfect. And then we're going to have more updates too. So just stay. I'm going to put this in the side chat, a little link to my website. We're developing it. We're going to have an event page. You can see all the free meetups and events we're doing. So good to see you in here. And yeah.
Hey, Justin.
What up?
Just want to give you an update real quick. So I gave her an offer of 15K.
Okay.
She didn't really deny it. I think I could still be too high. I don't know, but I told her that I can't really, be positive with that number until she sends me photos. And I said, hey, I might even be able to offer you more. But right now that's where I'm at with no photos. So she's going to send me photos tomorrow. She's super interested. She made sure to save my contact info. The brother's going there tomorrow, so maybe we can get some boots on the ground. But I just want to give you an update. It went really well. We're connecting tomorrow.
What was that? Was that Flint?
Yeah, that was Flint. Yeah. It's a big house. She said it's actually pretty nice. Like she would live in it.
So it sounded like too. So then I guess the only thing I wanted to do is because I didn't know where this was going to go, because it sounded like her grandmother died. Then it went to her father. Mm-hmm. Father was probably part of all the siblings of that family. So her aunts and uncles. Then you have to understand something though, that they would all have to die for everyone else to have 100%. But so if the father dies and he has, let's say 30% ownership, 25% ownership, he only receives when he passes that same percentage.
Okay. So
what gets sticky is you might have an aunt and uncle that are still alive, like a sibling or an aunt and uncle that from their mother that died. And then you might have her father died. So now she inherits a percentage, her father's percentage, and maybe someone else inherited their, parents' percentage from the grandmother. Right. So what you end up getting is all these percentages out there, and everyone has to sort of you have to go out and find out who are the heirs.
Yep.
And everyone has to sign off. Like you said it, you called it sticky. You called it could be a little bit weird. Well,
what concerns me is the fact when you have a will, like some people think you can just write out a will and it stands like positive and this is how it's going to go. And people don't realize like you still have to get like a actual note, like it has to be through a notary, through probate to it be a like standing will. And the only reason why I know this is because it just happened with me and my mom when my mom passed away. So I don't know if she just has like a handwritten will and thinks she may get by like that, because I think you're right. What you just said, that could be how it is if this will wasn't through probate.
Well, I mean,
she said she hasn't gone to probate.
You typically don't need probate if you have a will. What happens now is someone has to sort the estate out. Like, so there should be an attorney or someone has to sort out all that. So then you might have an attorney, might be executor, or like the eldest that was part of that first generation or the second generation from the parent, from the grandmother.
Right.
Like her dad's equivalent. Someone there would hold it. Like they are to the throne right now. And if they die, it's going to go, gosh, I don't know, maybe their sibling. And then someone, so there has to be an executor, like someone has to oversee everything.
Right. And that she said she didn't have that.
So who knows? What it has to do is you have to un-F everything. Someone has to look at it. Someone has to know about it. Same thing. I mean, we just had the same thing as your mother, my father's. It's actually being contested right now. Someone is contesting it. So, and I have all the copies of it. It's all notarized. There's a bunch of them, but people can do what they want. Right. So what happens there is, who makes the money? The attorneys.
Yep. So
they have to get there, and then the other thing is, who do you sign a paperwork with? So guys, if we're talking about, and I know we want to start dialing, but Ashley can't just go send an agreement over, get our TC, right? Our TC is going to go draft up the agreement. They're going to go send it out there. Who are they going to call? Who's going to put the signature on? Sure. If she was so diligent and had all like the people and she knew them and we go through the chain, great. That's perfect. But the rarity of that is not realistic. So Ashley can get a signature and it doesn't mean jack squat.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
I mean, you guys, if you've dealt with this, tell us in the comments. I'm still dealing with a lead. It was actually So it's in our CRM with Shaun. The guy's been dealing with probate for 2 years, and Shaun talked to him like a year ago, and I just followed up with him. He's still going through probate, you guys. Like it can be very long, sticky, and messy. So it could be like, a good lead for later. Don't give up on them, but just know that you're probably going to go along for a ride.
Definitely.
Oh,
Definitely.
I think that seller's calling me right now.
Cool.
I'm going to mute and call
Hello,
that
it's
other.
Ted. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey, is this Jim? Just
Yeah.
maybe he goes by James. I don't know. I mean, his voicemail said Jim.
Yeah. Jim, what's up?
Jim, why are you hanging up on me, bro?
Hello. All right, let's rip.
Call him down.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Hey, I was I saw across my system that you were looking to sell a property of yours.
No, I wasn't. No, that's not true.
That's not true. So I can take it out of our system. Let's make sure I'm calling the right phone number, got the right address, 29 Hollow Road.
Yeah, that's it. The guy just texted me, and I said maybe in the future, but nothing. I wasn't. Not right now.
Okay.
I told him I'd think about it. He let me know in a couple. Said keep me.
When you say
get back to me in a little bit.
when you say future, are you talking like like 2 months, or are you talking like 2 years?
No, probably in the next year at least.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, how much you be looking for it in the year?
I don't know. I didn't even get into that yet.
Okay. But if you did,
So,
what would you think you would want?
Probably in the 350 range, right around there.
Okay. Is that a good deal for an investor, you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's about what it's going for.
Oh, gotcha.
Actually, it was appraised at 380.
Oh, okay. So gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess so. If I was to say let's do 350, what would you say?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, in the future. Yeah.
In the future, okay. So there's no, you couldn't even sell right now. Just making sure.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. I just want to make sure. All right. Well, we'll give you a break. I guess we'll follow up in a couple months or a year.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Bye.
All
right.
Man, you are good at keeping people on the phone, though.
Yeah. Got a number out of him.
Yeah, you got a number, and he had an appraisal.
Yep.
So, like, dude, just that little one extra question, those things help.
Yep.
All right, so we can mark that down, and we'll just we'll circle around.
Yeah. So right. we know where our starting point is, and to go lower from there.
Shaun, how you doing? Shaun, you want to call? He might be. All right. Andrew, I don't know if you're going to
Nothing from Stockton yet.
All right. And we're going to see. I'm going to try to get some other stuff on the side because I want to copy and paste everything back on the side chat again for those who are late. Copy. And hey, guys, I'm going to repost everything. So you're going to see some duplicates in here. Try that. Oh, maybe it didn't. It just did one. Son of a gun. All right. Because I want you guys to see. So I don't think you're going to be able to get the chat.
Did we try that one already? The one in Illinois?
Yeah, that one. We're going to call back Shaun. Ashley has to call back that one, I think. It's actually a good market. Just before you logged on, Ted came in. Guy was an investor. It's a duplex. It's a townhome, I would say, but same thing. Duplex, townhome, side by side. But they condexed him out. The last one, I think he said, wants his price. Someone came in with a low ball. He's like, I'm not holding the note. Well, he said he wasn't going to do a lease option, I think, with his tenant because they couldn't qualify. So he's like, I don't know if I'm not going to finance. Well, I'm like, nah, that answer, I don't like that answer. You could easily combat that one.
Yeah.
So if I told you like, yeah, I was an offer to my tenant, but they can't do it. Yeah, but I don't want to be the bank. It's like, well, what about capital gains?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be a bank to a tenant either. I want to be a bank to an investor. That sounds like a
Yes.
bad deal.
Yes.
A tenant's a tenant,
Yeah. Luckily, that's what we do as investors. So I see. Hey, Ted, I see a Waco, Texas here.
Ooh, nice.
All right. There's no cult currently in Waco right now. Anyone knows the 90s, little 90s joke.
Yeah. So which cult was that was in Waco?
It was, his name was like David. It was like David something.
Okay.
He was like manufacturing like guns,
That's-
explosives.
if you were in a cult and you weren't doing that, I'd be a little bit disappointed about that.
Yeah. We do it all here, guys. We talk creative finance, leads, and cults. All right. Andrew.
Crash. That's it.
David, I was going to say some
That was
David
James
Gershowitz.
in the chat. Yeah.
But I think he was a serial killer. All right. So I want to see who Shaun's on with. If he's on one, we have St. Louis. San Antonio.
So I'm up next on. So I could be calling the Waco people. The Waco
Yeah,
guy.
give him a shout.
Sure.
All right.
I'm going to throw another one here. Andrew, feel free to share anything you want on the side. We got as James is coming through. The Branch Davidian.
Yeah.
What up, Ruben?
Welcome to the voicemail 2544.
All right. Let's dial.
Anyone hit that San Antonio one?
Ring it.
Voicemail 2.
I'm going to find one now. Anyone call Dayton, Ohio?
I haven't seen that one yet. No. If you want
All
to
right.
post it,
I'm going to, all day long. This thing is.
Oh, I think the number I was bad for the Waco one.
So I think there might be extra phone numbers in there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. I think they give you, there's probably like 4 or 5 numbers, 6 numbers I see, maybe. Potentially. Maybe that one
I
doesn't
know,
have
I
to do
want to post that Dayton one?
Yo, if you look it up, it's she looks distressed, but I'm like, I love the style of it. Let me see if I can find it again. Getting lost here. Come on, we got a slow start here. Let's go. Ash is working on the phone.
Welcome to the voicemail 25. Welcome to the voicemail.
All right. Andrew, you doing Dayton or you want me to do it?
You can hit up San Antonio.
Oh, I think that your internet's out. Skipping, unless it's mine.
Anyone doing San Antonio?
Hit it up. Yeah, Andrew, you look a little like skippy.
I'm calling him.
Your call has
been forwarded to an
I'm going to plug in with Shaun.
Your call has been forwarded to an
I'm going to plug in with Shaun. You guys give me a thumbs up when you are ready to go. I can't get him to unmute. Let's go. Come on, Shaun. All right, guys, I'm going to try to get some unmuted here. Ted, if you got someone, go.
You might be able to sell on the market, right? Depending on, how savvy that agent is and if she can list it at a price that would, move it quickly, right? There's a lot of inventory on the market in the Fort Worth area. So you're going to be competing. So you have a good product, right? But the only thing that's going to differentiate you between everybody else is the price. And so if it's price, you're losing out on equity just for the speed of the sale, which I understand why you guys want to and need to sell quickly. The only thing that I could realistically offer, because cash doesn't really make sense here, right? I think you know the game. You've been around. Like cash investors are typically paying like 50 to 60 cents on the dollar, which doesn't get you guys where you need to go. So I think realistically, the best thing that we could do here would be, and this may be something newer that you haven't heard of before, but maybe you have. We could offer to come in, take over the payments on the mortgage itself. And then what we would do with your remaining equity portion is we would, bring in a down payment that would make sense for you guys. And then we would ask you to finance out the remainder of your equity. Now, I know with your husband's job situation being up in the air, maybe some monthly payments, like guaranteed money coming in every month, might be of benefit to you guys. What are your thoughts on something like that?
I mean, I honestly, it never even occurred to me. It's kind of funny, like when you said that, because I think that is that exact situation that happened with the house that I grew up in.
Oh, really?
Driving, so I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that, but as an option. But I wouldn't want to say yay or nay on it yet, especially if it's like, oh, surprise, you're going to reinstate your job, whatever.
Yeah,
He's
no.
kind of like, he wants to leave out of, pride. So I don't know. It might just be time for us to just do this whole thing. So again, like that sounds like a really good option. I can't even really formulate what question I would have or what questions I should have about that. So you're saying that you would take over the payments and then what you would just try to get a tenant for the house, like, or you would use it and then you would flip it basically.
So there's a couple different things that we could do with it, right? So what we'll do sometimes is if there is enough equity or like the market is rising, we can get in there, pay you out your equity, with those payments, and then we could either, relist it on the market if the market's rising. I don't really see that happening all too much right now. But so like if we did something like that, you would get paid out on your equity very quickly because you guys would be in a lien position on the house to secure yourselves. If it made sense to go in and get a renter in there and we could actually make a decent amount of cash flow, something where it would make sense and we wouldn't be like risking losing our shirt over it. We would do that. We've done it before where we'll get a lease option buyer in there. So pretty much rent it out for them for a specific period of time. And, give them the option to, buy the house at a set price, in the future when they can qualify for financing or something like that. We've done, a rent by the room scenario before, like, especially here with like a big house. Sometimes it makes sense, you can kind of do you can kind of get a win-win out of it where, you know, you can provide some cheaper housing to people in the area in a nice spot, but you can also, you know, make some decent cash flow on it.
Right.
You know, we've done stuff before where, you know, and we have had some partners before where we've done, you know, like, I don't know the proper way to say it, but like a battered female housing and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, we've worked with charities in the past before to get housing for the local areas and stuff like that. You know, so it really, like, there's a lot that we could do with it. It just really depends on what makes the most sense in that situation for the property, right? Because like, we don't want to put ourselves in a bad situation, but also if we're doing this, we're kind of getting into a long-term relationship and we don't want to do anything to jeopardize that relationship with you.
I see. So do we retain ownership of the house or we turn that over and then, like,
yeah, absolutely. I can walk you through that. So yeah, so we would take ownership of the house, and then you know, that the equity portion that you have would get put in a lien position on the house, you know, just like any other bank would be. And so your money's actually backed by the hard asset of the house itself. So it's not pretty. It's probably the most secure investment that I know of on the market today, besides maybe like buying gold and letting it sit for 50 years. So there is that. But I think it could be a great solution for what you need out of it, because, you know, realistically, you know, when it's just, you know, buyer to seller like this, we can close around your time frame. So, right, maybe you say, hey, Shaun, we absolutely need to close in 30 days. Okay, well, let's make that happen. Or you say, hey, Shaun, you know, like, realistically, like, might be 30 days, might be 45 days, might be 60 days. That's fine. We work with that. We can make that happen, you know, and with that, you know, we get you your equity. It's guaranteed. It's backed by the house. And, you know, it gives you guys some peace of mind with some monthly income coming in every single month.
Okay. Well, so how much would we probably have to forego in the long term if we don't go the traditional route? Like, what percentage?
Can you rephrase that in a different way? I'm not quite understanding.
Like if we don't go the traditional route, or if we did and we got, you know, the full amount that we would make from the sale, like what sort of, I imagine that there is a disadvantage to
this. Yeah. So I will say I mean, I'm pretty much an open book here. So the downsides to this is you don't get all of your money up front. You get it in payments over time. That's that monthly income coming in, like we talked about. And realistically, honestly, that's the only real downside. You know, I would say if you guys absolutely need all of your money up front right now, you know, it might make sense to, you know, list on the market with a real estate agent. But, you know, the market's kind of iffy right now. We have the election coming up in, you know, at the end of the month. Like, people are hesitant right now because everybody's just waiting to see how it's going to shake out. But, you know, like, right, we're investors. We don't care what the market's doing. We don't care what the election's going to do. If the numbers make sense for us, we'll do it and we can close on it. You know, we put protections in place for you. So, like, everything is done by a title company. All the documents are put in place to get you secured. Like we mentioned before, there's a promissory note, there's a deed of trust, which is, you know, kind of the fancy speak of saying you're going to be secured by a lien position on the property, you know. And like, let's say even, God forbid, you know, I get abducted by aliens, I'm not here anymore on this world. You know, we put a third-party servicing company in place, and their whole entire job is to make sure that those monthly payments come into you. They take the money from our account, wire it directly to you every month. And let's just say, like, you know, God forbid I get abducted by aliens, the business goes under, the world, you know, starts going crazy. You get the house back. That's how we put the protections in place for you, is to make sure that even if I'm not on this earth anymore, that you get paid, and B, if my entire team just disappeared off the face of the earth and all trace of us was wiped from existence, those documents are still in place. Yeah, those documents are still in place for you to retain ownership of the house back. So in that situation, right, like you keep the down payment that we give you, you keep all the monthly payments that we've made you, and then you would get the house back with all the appreciated value and any repairs that we've done to it. So at that point, you can keep the house. You could go list it on the market and make even more money with it. You know, like I tell our sellers all the time that, like, you know, probably the best thing that could happen to them is if like we defaulted or we did get abducted by aliens, because there's so much upside for them.
Yeah. So if you end up selling the house or, you know, changes hands, however, then are we out whatever we would have made up to that point? Or
no, so because you're in a lien position tied to the house, you have to get paid off, just like any other bank would be, right? Like you get a mortgage to go in and pay off somebody else's mortgage. Like that bank needs to get paid off before that sale can happen and the new lender can come in and take that first position. Well, you guys would have to get paid off as well. So it's not like, you know, if let's say like we sell it or it changes hands or anything like that, like you are secured in the house. Like you have to get paid off. There's no way around it. Like there's no like attorney somebody could hire. There's no taking you to court for anything like that. Like it's you have to get paid off.
Right. But it would be at whatever price you guys decide to sell it at, if that's how it changes hands.
No, so you would get paid out the full equity of the house on whatever your lien position is. That's what you guys would get paid off.
Is it the existing equity since we made the loan, or the equity, like whatever it's worth now?
It's the equity. It's whatever we agree upon. Like, let's say you want to go through with this. The equity would be whatever we agree upon, like the sale prices.
Okay.
So the difference between your loan balance and the price that we agree upon is your equity portion.
Okay. I see. Well, that is an interesting option.
Yeah, and I understand it's not right for everybody. Huh?
Yeah.
I understand that it's not right for everybody, and in some situations it really doesn't make sense. But for something like this, where, you know, there's a lot of inventory on the market in Dallas, you guys may need to sell quickly. You know, you don't want to let it sit on the market with an agent and just have to do price reduction after price reduction after price reduction to get it moved.
Right.
You know, a traditional investor, like I would say 90% of investors out there can't get you what you need out of this, because it doesn't make sense for you to sell 50 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
So again, if you decide to go with us, fantastic. At the end of the day, I may not be your buyer and I may not be the best choice for you, but I at least want to put all of the options in front of you so that, you know, when you speak with your husband about it and everything like that, you guys can make the best decision possible for you and your family.
Right. For sure. Okay. Well, is this the number, the 978 number? Is that something I can contact you on?
Yeah, you can call, text, FaceTime, whatever send me emojis, whatever you want to do.
Okay. And what's your name?
My name is Shaun.
Okay. Well, I will. I'll definitely know by this weekend, because that's when we're going to see the land.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll definitely have a better idea of what we can get done. Because if they need a guarantee from us in order to get, you know, whatever price we want to get, then we want to be able to tell them that we have an option.
Yeah, and it's not the you know, the best option on our side of things, but we might be able to make it work. Like, say you guys need to, I don't know, take a HELOC out or do something crazy like that, we might be able to work with that too and make that work.
Okay.
So, how about this? You're going out there over the weekend to check out the land. If I give you a call on Monday just to touch base, see how everything went, see if you guys are going to put an offer and kind of, you know, get your thoughts. I'm sure once you go and talk to your husband, you guys might have a million more questions, and I'm more than happy to answer all those and walk through this whole thing with you in more depth if that's something that you're interested in.
Okay. Well, I have your number, so we'll probably be in touch.
Yes, sounds good. I will give you a shout on Monday.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course. You have a great rest of your night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yo, good. That's loud.
Nice.
Feedback.
What's up?
Just getting some feedback. That's all.
Yeah.
Good job, dude. So that was Texas.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, where? Just where?
Fort Worth.
Okay. So what we didn't hear the beginning of it, I was trying to get your attention. I can't unmute on you, but
Yeah.
awesome call. Like awesome, laying it down. So what's the estimated equity?
So it's tough, right? Zillow's giving me an estimate rate. She owes 190 on the loan. Zillow's giving me an estimate range of 290 to 326, but her agent, the agent that she spoke to potentially list the house, was saying that she could list it like 349, and she was like, oh yeah, this will sell quick at 349. I'm like, how on earth is it going to sell quickly at 349 if the Zillow estimate is maxing out at 326? But yeah, I mean, there's pain there. There's a lot of motivation. The husband is, I think, getting fired from his job. He's suspended right now. And they just raised their taxes. So yeah, there's a lot of pain there. And
what's the land?
Knows which way to go.
What's the land? Let me guess. Is it the famous Ted's we were getting for a long time? We're gonna go get land and put a mobile home or a home on it.
No, they actually want to build a family compound. So I think they're planning. It's like 11 acres. They're going to check out somewhere, and they're like, yeah, if we get it, then her and a couple other family members are going to go in on it together. But they still need enough money to come up for their share of it. But it's a nice house, and it's a 2020 interest rate.
Hey Ted, look in the side chat, private chat. So it's a 2020, yeah. So it probably has a juicy interest rate. So what's the equity again? You think? What's the equity position or portion?
It's probably anywhere from 100 to 130 grand.
Okay, so all right, so there is then they want every dollar though. So the thing is, if they're going to either delay gratification on their money, or they're going to take a discount with an agent and go online, do the whole thing, and get 75 maybe.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was breaking down for. I was like, look, there's a lot of inventory in the Fort Worth area right now. And it's all very competitive. I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, but it's Texas. It's those more, every home kind of looks the same. So you're competing against a lot of people, and they're all, if you're the same price as everybody else, how are you going to differentiate? And so I don't know if you guys heard it, but I was kind of walking her through, I asked her hey, well, did your agent give you a time frame and when she's expecting this to be under agreement if she lists at 349? She was like, oh no, she didn't do that. And I was like, okay, so how does it benefit you if you guys list at 349 and then you have to price drop and price drop and price drop? She's like, oh yeah, didn't think about that. And
this isn't really it's a small ranch. It looks like they converted the garage, a 2-car garage too.
It says it's 2,900 square feet.
Really? And this is the Huntwick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen in 1 second with you just to give you a perspective. What's that, dog?
Maybe it's something else. Maybe Zillow's not accurate. Possible. It's not the first time we've
you know what? Maybe they put it back, because let me actually go back to the image I was on. So 1 second, guys. So Google image went through there, 2022. So it was. I'm going to just share my screen real quick with you.
Yeah, go for it.
Just to show you. I got to show you this. 1 second. Get rid of this. I'm going to present. A lot of steps to present over here on StreamYard. 2022. So it was like, dang, you put some French doors in there.
Oh, they got rid of the garage?
Well, they converted the garage at one point, it looks like in 2022. And then I'm guessing, see, that's your typical, to me in Texas.
Yeah.
Then we can get out of that. All right. And then we're going to go stop share. So then the newer one looks a lot better. I did see that.
Yeah.
So, and then we can look at something like this.
She said the Zillow photos that are still up there are very accurate to what it looks like now. She was like, they staged it really nicely, but like all the finishes are still the same, everything like that.
What a difference from like a brown ass grass.
Yeah.
And now you get this. So it looks pretty good. Yeah, staged real nice. So I'd love to see this garage. I want to see what from 2022. Or maybe, you know what? They bought this in 2020, you said?
2020, yeah.
So the Google image is actually newer.
Ooh. So they do not have a garage anymore.
So they potentially did that.
That's not
And
good.
that's good. That's a good feature to you know, beat them up on. And that looks like that might be the garage right there.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, I was in this just because it's a lower level, and you know they could have had the 2 bays, right? But let's just keep going. Let's take a look. Side, yeah, definitely a basement or a lower level.
Mm-hmm.
All right, interesting. So yeah, maybe what they didn't do is I don't know. Maybe they just left this door there and they finished it, but nothing to the garage. So be very curious.
Yeah, especially because I mean, right, a garage in Texas has got to be important because you got that Texas heat baking your car all day, every day.
All right, love that. So let's go in the side here. Let's go see what's going on, guys. We'll do some dialing. We got a Philly, Tacoma. We got another Homestead, PA.
I called the Atlanta property. It was a quiet older lady, and she just wanted an offer emailed to her.
Is Ted Miller on the phone right now? I think he might be. Let's go check in on him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Wow. So have you already started looking for a new place for the December 31st time?
I talked. I don't know about my son and his wife. I don't get into their whatever because every time I try to mention something, his wife is all so I stay out of it now. But me and my husband and my son, I have some friends up in Orville, up in Concal, and we're supposed to be getting with the sale of the house. We're supposed to get an RV and go stay up on their property.
Oh, that's great. All right. How much is the RV?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Haven't started shopping for it yet?
I've looked at them. I don't have one picked out, but I mean, I've looked at them, to check prices, and holy crap, they cost more than some house.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
They're crazy.
They do. They are a lot. Are you gonna? I know you mentioned you guys don't have any credit.
No, not good enough. No.
Are you planning to buy the RV in cash?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have places out there that as long as if you put a good down payment down, and your payments are probably more than what you really wanted, but we can still walk away with a decent, a decent whatever.
Okay.
So,
How much is the down payment they're asking for that RV park?
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really picked one. I just kind of searched for to see about what price range that I was looking at, how much they were going to cost.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's some decent ones out there, for like 35 to 40,000.
Oh. Nice.
You just put a good, I mean, it's not. I'm not trying to. Me and my husband are going to be we're going to be staying in our friend's house. It's just my son is, my son's going to. They only have one extra room, so my son's going to be we'll be staying in the either travel trailer or RV, whichever one we end up getting.
Yeah.
But we'll be in a house, so it's not. I mean, I'm not trying to get no huge one, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wow. And
Just
that's,
something that, is comfortable for 3 people. We're going to want, maybe go somewhere and, have that to sleep in, just, something comfortable for 3 people to be in,
yeah. And I know you mentioned earlier, how much do you owe in the lot rent right now that we could, at this point where they came back and said, hey, we're not accepting anything from you guys because you don't have a credit score?
They haven't, oh no, that the credit score was at the beginning, and they were still giving me they were still giving us the rent bill even after we established that our credit wasn't good enough to stay here. We still paid our rent every month. It wasn't until later down the line when they moved that they saw I wasn't going anywhere.
Oh.
And then that's when they decided to stop giving us the rent bill.
Man.
And then so I paid them. I only owe them $1,500 right now.
You just owe 50, just like roughly 2 months of lot payments.
That's just 1 month. That's just 1 month.
Oh, your utilities are that high. That's crazy.
Well, yeah.
How much do you know? How much?
Yeah, it is crazy.
I'm trying to figure out. Like, I am interested in getting something done with this. Do you know, like, are non-owners allowed to own in that park and rent out the mobile homes there?
No.
Do you know?
No, not here.
Okay, so it has to be owner occupied.
Yes, it has to be owner occupied. The trailer, the park next to us, I think they're like that. I think I'm not positive, but I think I heard something about that, but not this one. Yeah, you own it, you live in it. I mean, we even tried to find someone with a good enough credit score to say that they moved in and we just lived we lived with them because.
Oh,
but
it's pretty clever.
To have a credit score is very hard.
Yeah, you gotta. Some people are very protective of those dang credit scores.
Oh yeah, I mean, because I have an over 650 on, but it's not their experience, so I just don't understand the whole free credit score thing.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. And so, if you were able to get someone with a good credit score, like let's say, you know what? I'm trying to think kind of outside
It's too late for that now.
Okay.
They've already it was already stated because that's what I had asked when when we had planned to go to court, and then the attorney wanted to settle out of court. I had asked, if we if between now and December, if we come up with somebody with a good with a good credit score,
yep.
Can we stay? But their attorney, she's a real bitch. She was like, no. I was like, what the hell ever.
What was this? What was the settlement they were trying to offer you at that time?
They weren't nothing. They weren't trying to offer me nothing. That's the thing. That's the bad thing. And see, I should have fought it. I should have went to court, but I was working with some people because see, they're the ones that stopped giving me my rent bill. They're the ones that wouldn't take my money. It was just over this all started over a credit score. And I think if I had gone to court, I think a judge would have been like, really? You're going to kick them out over a credit score? But the people I was working with, the attorney, whatever helpers, they said that the deal that she wanted to offer me, which was take the money, the $3,000 that I had owed at the time, split that into 2 payments, and then we could stay until December 31st.
Yep.
But we had to be out, on December 31st. And I said, well, what if we came up with a credit score? She was like, no, you guys don't qualify to live there. It's a done deal. I'm like, she was being so mean. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, I'm trying to see. So the one concern I have is, we can't buy it and rent it out. It sounds like, we'd only have to be able to buy it and do a renovation, then resell it.
Right.
So do other people do that in that area, that park?
Oh, they do it all the time. Yes.
Oh, they do. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So at least they'll let us own for a part of the time. We can go in there and make the repairs and sell it later, essentially.
Well, you'll own it if you own it. You know, whoever buys it, you know, and qualifies to, you know, to buy it in the park. I don't know if the whole, you know, just buying it just to fix it up and flip it. I don't know how that works with them.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even see why a credit score would even come to play. If you're not going to live here, then why do you have to, you know, why would you have to have a credit score if you're not going to be living in it? You're just fixing it up to sell it.
Yeah, that's a great
whoever
point.
wants to live in it would have to have a good credit score. So
Yeah, that's true. You bring up a great point.
so it would be however long it would take you guys to fix it up to sell it. It shouldn't matter to them because it's your property. I mean, it's your house. You bought it.
Yeah. All right. That works. So the one thing that does have me concerned on the back end is if we buy it for, you know, $50K, whatever, $55K, so whatever you're needing, help you put the mobile home in your name, and then we go in and then we put in repairs and we try to sell it. We probably won't be able to get someone that can come in with like financing essentially. So we might be kind of in a weird spot. What if are you open to us handling all that, coming in with that, you know, 50, 55, 60K, something like that, and we pay you, you know, roughly a down payment equal to that RV you're looking for, then make payments due over time. And so that we can go in and, you know, look for another homeowner or, you know, someone who's going to be looking to buy it from us in the future, so we could finance it, you know, again, a second time.
Okay, so I'm kind of not understanding. So you want to give me how much at first?
So I'm looking to essentially, like, we don't always do this on, like, you know, one of my partners, we did a very, I'll tell you guys two situations where we were able to, it was in New Hampshire. We had an owner. It was a different situation than yours. They were behind on their mortgage, and they didn't have enough time to sell it, you know, on the market. They didn't even own the land. They were like you, they were renting the land. And so what we did is, we went in there, we took over their mortgage, not, you know, somewhat different than your situation, right? I don't think you know those details. You don't have a mortgage. And then we made the repairs, and then we sold it on the market, and we were able to get the sellers the money they needed to move into their next place, because essentially they're about to lose their property. And what we're able to do is they were only allowed to be owner occupied people there. And we talked to the mobile home or the mobile home park, and we worked out a deal with them where they said, all right, you guys can come fix it up and then sell it. And the only difference on that was that the mobile home was in the late 80s, early 90s. So someone was able to come in and get some financing and, you know, pay back all our money, pay off what, you know, was owed on the seller and their mortgage. So that's a different situation than yours, but that's how we're able to help that last homeowner. With you, we can't exactly do that because you can't get a mortgage on a mobile home that's older than 1976.
Right.
So, and we can't go in there and essentially like rent it out according to the rules of the mobile home.
Right. I mean, because if I was able to get a loan to fix it up myself, even though I can't stay here, it's still my trailer. And I could move out and I could still come and fix it up and do whatever I needed to do to it. I just couldn't live here.
Yeah.
But I don't have the money to do that. I would love to have the money to do that, because if I could fix this thing up, I could sell it for easy, almost 300.
Wow. Yeah.
It's so big. It's like so big.
Yeah. I mean, do you have do you have the way to get the financing or the funds to make the repairs?
No, I don't. I have no way. I mean, I tried it. So when I needed to come up with the first month that I needed to come up with that extra $1,500, how I don't know, but I was able to get an $800 loan, and then the following month I was able to get a $500 loan, but that was it. I mean, I couldn't, because I was trying to just get enough to pay it off, but I couldn't, 800 was the highest that I was able to get. So yeah, no, I'm not in a situation to be able to get the money to fix it up.
Okay. And now, if you did have the money, do you have any experience renovating manufactured homes?
No, what we've done so far, my husband and I have done, we're pretty handy. We pretty much do things ourselves. And it's not a professional job, but it still works. The things that we have done. I wouldn't, I would like for the roof, I would definitely have somebody, a professional, come in and do that, because my mom has had, she had like 2 different occasions, just a friend of my brother's come in and do the roof, and that was the biggest mistake she could have ever made, because I don't know what the hell he did up there, but it did not work.
It's leaking,
So
it sounds like.
the roof definitely has to be a professional, but the floor, we fixed some spots in the floor, and it was my husband and I did them, and it was fine. It's still holding. There's still just like the front bathroom needs it's got water damage on the floor really bad.
Yeah.
So the front bathroom needs to be redone. I'm at the point where I don't have the money or the energy right now to even think about doing it.
I know. It's a lot of work.
They have drained. And then I've come up with, I have severe health issues now because of all the stress. I've had to have 2 blood transfusions because I'm losing blood somewhere and they don't know where. So I keep having to get blood transfusions, and they don't know why. So, and this all started after my mom passed away. So,
well, you should see my hair a couple of years ago before I got in this business, probably like 7 years ago. I had this long flowing hair, and now it's just all kind of just falling out of my head, and it's just from stress. So, I can see the situation you're going through. It's got to be kind of adding up to you.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
My brother could have helped, and he could have, all I needed at the time was, somebody with a good credit score. And I know my brother, had one, but him and my mom, so a whole year before my mom passed away, my brother and her quit talking. Well, actually, right after my dad passed away, they quit talking. He said something, my mom made a comment, and that was it. He stopped talking to her for a whole year. The only reason why I called him when my mom was when I knew my mom, that was it. It wasn't gonna be much longer. I called my brother and I told him, you might want to get to the hospital and see mom because she's not going to be here very much longer. And so, they weren't even talking for a whole year before she passed away.
That's sad.
And so he, I needed somebody with a good credit score, and he literally said in a text message that he was not going to help me with the trailer.
That's terrible. Well, I'm willing to help you out with that trailer. Are you open to it?
You would have to explain, a little bit more what you are willing to help with, and then I would have to talk to my husband about it.
Okay. Well, is your husband there?
No, he's building somebody's porch in the other trailer park.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right. Well, usually when it sounds like I guess I was kind of wrong. I thought you were the decision maker on this one. And
I
usually
kind of am, but I still like to tell him I still like to run things by him,
Yeah.
I am the decision maker.
Okay, I got you.
You're final, but we've been married for 34 years this month, so
okay. You're just trying to make him feel included. It sounds like.
There you go.
All right, I got you. But so it's really you who's going to be like, all right, yes, I hate this idea, or no, I love this idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Well, if we're able to come up $50K plus on your property, essentially, and help you be able to get in a position where you can sell it, what are you able to work out a transaction with us essentially? But the difference is, and hopefully I'll do a better job continuing to explain it, is that because we can't sell it to someone else and get paid out essentially, that we'd have to make payments to you over time on the value that we agree upon on price. Like essentially, like you're giving us a loan essentially.
Oh, okay. So you want to give me $50K plus up front?
Yeah. So I mean, we all right. So I'll go back to another deal that we just bought in North Carolina. It's in a smaller town, and the property needs some work. And the seller was like, "I need my 30K. Like I'm not." And properties out here in North Carolina can be that cheap. And we were like, "Hey, we can't give you 30K because your property needs like 40K, and if we go and sell it, it's only worth 80K." And he's like, "Nope, I need 30K. I need, that's the number I need to get. I feel like if I sell it for less, I'll be getting a bad deal." And so I went to him. His name was Robert. I said, "Robert, well, I can't give you 30K now, but can I give you 30K over time?" And he was like, "What do you mean? Like, how does that even work?" So I say, "Well, typically we come in with a down payment, 5 to 10%. And then what's ever left over on your 30K, we just pay it over time." So we agreed to pay him 7K, and then we're paying him $350 a month until he's paid off in full. And he essentially was like, "Yeah, you're the only person that was willing to do that. Everyone's coming and trying to buy my property for $12,000, $15,000. I'm like, "Well, we can do 30K."
Right.
And so with you,
the only problem with that is it would, I mean, the down would have to be enough where I would be able to, survive until, to get an RV, and then, be able to get it's not just an RV. I have to get all my stuff out of storage and get a U-Haul and to move it up to Orville. But
yeah. Well, how much is that going to cost, you think?
I don't know. I know I wanted 75 for the trailer,
yep.
But I was going to settle for 50, and then whatever it would take to cost. Because the whole 50 probably going to go to the damn RV or down payment for the trailer quantity, and then just whatever money, whatever for moving costs and gas. But I don't know.
So you're saying that 50K you think is going to just be from all your moving expenses, all your buying the RV down payment, it's going to all be eaten up just for all that? Is that what you mean?
I would hope not. I would hope I wouldn't have to put that much down on the RV, because I'm willing to make payments on the RV, so
yeah.
I shouldn't have to put that much.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to put a lot, but not the whole thing. But
okay, yeah. I'd be surprised if you had to do more than 10K for an RV. How much is the RV you're looking to buy going to cost? Like roughly 50K?
The one it's actually, I think it was the one that I really liked was like 69.
Okay, all right. Well, what if our down payment was the same as the down payment they're asking for from you, plus a couple extra bucks to help with your moving cost?
I don't know because I have the so that it's willing to just give me 50K right off the gate, and nothing, I don't have to deal with nothing.
Okay, we still buying cash too. I was gonna say we could probably go higher if we were open to the essentially financing us the same way the RV company was going to finance you essentially, right. And like the way that they finance you, they're saying the RVs.
So is it a finance when they're just giving me a straight payment and I don't have to? So what is it they're if I agree to the 50,000, then on the 31st, because that's the date that as of now, that's the date that we're supposed to be out, and then that's when that's when we get paid. That's when I get paid the $50,000. Is at move out time, and then that's it. I'm done with the whole everything.
Okay. So I mean, how was that offer presented to you? Did they send it to you in writing?
He said he was emailing. He was going to email me something. Yeah, he's going to email it to me.
How?
I told him I was going to talk to my husband tonight, and then he's supposed to call me tomorrow.
Oh, so
but he said he said he was going to email me something. So.
Got you. All right. So you're saying that, what was he going to email you? I mean, so you're talking to some.
I'm not sure. I guess what we talked about the whole, how we know how it works with the, the 50,000 and then the move out in December and.
Ash, if you can hear.
It's, the stuff that is left is a number of the things that are left to do are large things.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to literally just give me a minute, I actually have my partner on the phone right now. So I'm just going to give him a quick rundown of everything. And then I will come back with an offer. If you can just give me maybe a couple minutes.
I don't need a hard offer, but if you give me a ballpark.
Yeah, I'll give you a ballpark. And then, if it's something you like, we can move forward. If not, we can, like I said, I went over a novation agreement with you. I went over all kinds of different things with you, right? We talked about a sub 2. We talked about different exits that we could even do, when you're ready on the first of the year. So this just really depends on what you want. It sounds like you want to just get moving to your next venture. Super cool that you're moving to Maine from Texas, by the way, because I like I said, I love Maine. But yeah, just give me a quick minute. Do you want me to just call you back on regular phone in like 2 minutes and
let you back? Phone number, the one we were talking on before.
Perfect. I will do that. So I will call you back within 5 minutes.
No worries. I mean, like I say, I'm not in a hurry. I'm really not. But yeah, give me a call back and just let me know what the beginning spot is.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oops, I think I just hung up on. Okay, so
all right.
I think if he got an offer he liked, I think he would move forward pretty soon. He's saying not in a hurry because I think everyone's a little bit on the fence because of the election. So everyone's just like, I don't know whether to sell. I don't know if it's a good time right now. I don't know if I should wait till after. He's one of those guys. So basically this house, do you have the address? It's
just
the
tell me
first
which one.
Called.
We're talking about all the way up to, you said it was San Antonio, maybe?
Yep, that's it.
All right.
So he just gave me a tour through his house on video.
I saw you doing something. Ted was going through some good objections, so I didn't know what to do on just breaking free. So
it's completely fine.
And that's what happens.
Yeah, you need the best thing.
Well, we go from silence
right now too.
No pickups to then all 4 calls. So let me check it out. Unless you have it really quickly on the side chat, I would say then just dump it in the side chat for me.
So let me just give you a little rundown of some stuff. So the house is in pretty decent shape. He's in full remodel. Like he's like, I'm just going to remodel this place so I can get top market value for my home. And I was like, well, his home went down in value. It was like, this is Ryan. But anyways, just he has all the tile for it and everything. He just put a new central air system in it. It looks really nice. He scraped all the popcorn ceilings off. He does have the master bath that is very dated, so that needs to be done. But for instance, he made the comment I'm not greedy. If I even could just get $100K in my pocket and leave, I'd be fine. He does owe $80K on his mortgage, so I was trying to go in with a low entry fee and do sub 2 and just take over that. And
$80K at what though?
$80K.
Do you know his interest rate?
That?
Any interest rate?
He's not interested in even doing that. So I actually just didn't dig into it. He's like, I don't want anyone to have my mortgage. He's like, I want to just pay it off. There's not much there. So I didn't dig into it too far. I think with some rapport building, I probably could work that down. He's really liking me. So anyways, so even if we did the 80 and then the 100K, that we're at 180K offer, but there's still not much room.
No, so
You
I'm
know what I'm
looking at
saying?
I'm just looking at a single family ranch right now. I know he took you through how much repair, like where in the repair process or in the renovation process was he? Was he down to like he's got floors are covered or they're just trashed? He's got joint compound everywhere. It's dusty.
It's
Um,
dusty.
old
Cement floors,
old appliances still. I mean, old counters and
new appliances.
new
The
kitchen.
to me, well, he went by the kitchen, said the kitchen's really nice, and I'm thinking in my head it's super dated.
Okay, so you like
Yeah,
okay. I'm still listening. So like the brown cabinets that I'm seeing in this old
exactly.
listing.
Yep.
So for the
Yep.
audience, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up this. I'm going to present our. Let me just get this guy's.
But he
Give me
does
one-
have new appliances, so I don't know if stainless steel is in this, but there are new appliances.
Yeah, appliances. I'm trying to come up with a word that rhymes. I mean, it's like
Where's
25 bucks.
Eminem when you need him?
Yeah, right. So this is the place, right? The single family ranch. Texas loves their guns and God, and I can see that right here. All right.
It's actually pretty nice. Yeah, he took me through that.
Let me actually, I know it might be a small picture. Ashley, is that big for everybody? No.
You had it big just a second ago, and then you
All right,
went small.
we'll leave
So
it
I
there.
don't know what you did.
Okay. So let's do this. You keep going.
Yep,
So
that's the entry. So go back real quick because I'll just get. So that's the entryway right to the living room going into the entire of the.
Got it.
Well, I'm sure people can tell that. Shut up, Ashley.
No,
Yep.
you're good. You're good. So like you saw this then, like the linoleum was
did.
probably ripped up, but you saw the old.
There was no
old-
linoleum. Yep, and
Yep.
those cabinets were still the same with new appliances.
Was this not removed?
That
Damn,
was not removed.
that is like talk about not open concept.
He still had those same curtains.
Oh, did he? Damn, those
Yeah.
the grandma's checkers, the 80 checkers.
Yeah, because I was like, those look like apples.
Look at those arches, huh?
Those are gone.
So bad.
Those are gone.
Oh, look at that though. I'm just
He has
I'm
the
actually
fireplace
admiring just like
painted.
admiring the old architecture, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So that's all painted and gone. Like, okay, so that's the
70.
dated bathroom that I was just telling you about.
So
That's
it's still
like
existing.
that. Yes.
All right. Yeah. So there's all right. So like, all right, you've said enough, right? Because I don't even need to see any more because I can already we're already over budget depending on where we are now. So I'm gonna stop sharing. And I want to know what does he think he wants? What does he want? 100 in his pocket plus the 80 plus closing. So we're looking at 200 grand.
Yeah. And that's why I wasn't at a good number myself. Like I knew that we weren't going to be able to give him what he wanted, but I kind of want to talk to you to see if there's anything creative you can come up with. I mean, because I think he would be open to other things, but I think he just wants some cash in his pocket because guess where he's moving?
He's moving to Maine.
like
Yeah, you said
moving.
Maine.
Well, yeah, but like right up near Canada, like in an Amish town. So he's like, yeah.
Like Rockwood or like
I actually wrote it down. I've never heard of it in my entire life. I think it was like Halton or
yeah, who knows? So
Halton. Yeah, Halton.
I don't know. So I'm looking at, Redfin says, again, guys, I mean, we can look this up real quick. I'm going to put it on Deal Sauce. 265 to, maybe ARV somewhere in there. And guys, we can comp these things. We don't want to just go by like a Zestimate or something like that. But what you want to do is we can use that just on the fly, just to get us in a ballpark and you cross-reference it. So what I'll do here is I'm going to share my screen again. And we're going to share. We're going to go Deal Sauce, share. And I see a 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,600 square, San Antonio, Texas. I see retail at 266, rental at 17 to 2,100, and a wholesale at 173. So, according to this, there could be upwards of, man, they're putting 90K. So I'd like to know, if he's at 200, it doesn't make sense. So his cash needs to be lower. Or he gives the loan.
Well, yeah. Well, he was like, well, what would your cash offer be? And to be honest with you, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I was more in like the 130 range.
Yeah.
And I think I'm still a little high there, but I don't know.
Well, yeah. So you got to think about what's going to go in his pocket. So it's like, at the end of the day, really, it's, Ryan, what really all you should care about is what's in your pocket. He's got a 2014 loan.
We
All right.
could probably
So,
put about 40K in his pocket, and that's about it.
so yeah, that's what you have to essentially you're going to have a conversation about. So it's like I have, and then you have the cost to get this thing off the ground. Someone has to come
Yeah.
put all this work into it, and someone's got to restore it to make it at least habitable. So now we have a conversation piece of what that looks like. Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
I'm
I
not.
got a question real quick. So
Yeah.
when a seller, and I think this would be great for Justin to answer this for all of us who are newer. What do you do when a seller like they are in the process of remodeling and they have all of the stuff to do the remodel? Like, do you take that into account like, or does it not matter?
Ted and I have a story of that where the guy, and actually he lost his house to a foreclosure like a dope. It was in North Carolina. Yeah. And it's like, but here's the thing. I don't know what type of finishes you had. Yes, you can consider it, but I still have to pay someone to put it in. I still now have to go off of your style, your finishes, and I don't really deal with your stuff. And nor does that conform sometimes to a fix and flipper where they rinse and repeat the same products, right? So a good fix and flipper will say, this is my flooring, this is my tile, these are my bathrooms, this is my paints. Like you got a list of things, and typically it's like you pick from the 3 things and maybe you vary a little bit. So anyone on a mass scale doing that, they're going to say that's trash. I probably most likely won't use any of it. I'll maybe go donate it to Habitat for Humanity, or I'll go, maybe I can use some of it, or I'll just sell it on Facebook Marketplace. I'll take it off the price of the house, or you take it, but it's, I don't really give a crap.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Because
so I mean,
yeah.
I hear you.
So, but yeah, like Ted and I had one, like same thing. The guy had it like mid renovation, losing it. He had everything there. We looked at what it's going to take, and you still don't know. Tobyhanna property that's selling at the end of this week. The flooring is all there. Now they installed 70% of it. And I think there's enough there to finish. Right?
Why not just finish the other 30%?
Well, people
Why?
get lazy. People they struggle, and that's when opportunities come. So distressed sellers, it can just be because of that. So what I'm going to tell you is that, if he's at 180, let's say, all right, so you're at 180 now, a cash offer. Let's say you had to mark it up 7 to 10 grand just to everyone has to make something on it, pay for the lead, get everyone paid. $10,000 assignment. Someone still has hard money. Someone still has to fix it. There's no money to be made. So, but here's the thing. You could do a couple different options. We can do something here along the lines of unless someone has a call right now we want to plug into, let's just do a quick exercise. So we can do something along the lines of like, all right, so he's got 80K in debt or a lien position or note, whatever. So we can go, what's the as is value? So we go.
Yeah, he was saying what he told me, not to cut you off, but he told me, well, I would sell it right now for 200K as is. He goes, I think that's what it's worth. I don't really know. You know what I mean? I don't really necessarily agree with that. But then he went from 200, like, okay, well, what would your cash offer be?
Yeah. So it's like you do something, maybe we could do something like, 150 as is.
Yep.
And then, but then it's going to take someone to come in and renovate it. But you go as is condition, we can multiply that by like, I don't know, 8%, 10%. So that's for closing costs. And then maybe you want to make 30K on it, but this has renovations. So that's profit. So whatever this is, whatever the 8% is. So we're going to do 150. Hold on, guys. Bear with me real quick. 150 times 0.08. That's 12 grand. So to close this deal, we'll put 12 grand extra. So 150 plus 12 plus the 30K profit we want. All right. That's 50, 62. So wait, hold on, guys. So 150 plus the 12 plus the 30 is 192. Can we get it to
No.
No, I mean, so what I'm looking at
You-
is
Yeah, it's dead.
it'd be nice if it would be nice if it was like if it was worth 200 and you offered him the 150.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you do this model where you reduce all the closing costs. He holds the note for temporarily, walks away, and if we were able to like put it on the market and list it, you know,
That's
for
why, I offered him that.
192, that'd be nice.
Yep. I offered him, we went over that and I kind of, presented it as an ovation. Is basically how I said it. I just explained you're going to be my partner on it, but we'll do all the work type thing.
Yeah, he's going to need it. So then I would just offer him the cash, then say, you either that or we do a 12-month term on that note. We give you, 10 grand down, 15 grand now. We'll take over the 80K. You got to come up with a sale price. And let's say the sale price really is, 270. It might be 270K for the ARV. You got, have the 80K, have that. We have to take that over. And then what's the equity he wants? Do you give him 50K?
I don't think he would do 50K, to be honest with you.
130. What if you get him to if you get him to 170, maybe, put that 100, but someone has to want the deal. He has to leave that note in place. So if you say, listen, I might be able to do this. I might be able to get you, 90 grand somewhere in there. Cause then who's paying for closing costs? If we pay for closing costs, I'm at 100 grand right there.
So we just,
but you got to give me your loan for 12 months. So I don't have to go take out a loan to go pay your loan. That's more money. So if we can reduce some of these fees, everybody gets the win-win. So you keep that loan in place temporarily for 12 months. Up to 12 months. But really, what does it take someone to fix and flip? It should be a couple months. So then you say, all right, give me the 80. I'll give you a down payment now. We'll agree on a price. And then someone has to come in and want to do that gamble of, that $100,000 equity that's there that someone can use. They have to now renovate, use the materials that's there, whatever, and then sell it with an agent and closing costs and make a profit. So you get a $100,000 window is what you'll have.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's doable.
Someone can make money on that. I mean, you're going to sell it with an agent. If you're selling for 270, times that by point, let's just call it 5%. That's 13 grand.
Alone that bathroom, Justin, like I have at like 30K to redo. Like it's like hold everything.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what it's the pipe dream. So
yeah,
you can paint the picture, but I think that you can go like, hey, do you think someone can actually make money? And that's when you're painting this. You go, whatever his name, Ryan, listen.
Yep.
So for $100,000, and I'm talking someone has to come in and make money. They're going to come in and renovate your whole house. They're going to pay their workers, pay their workers' comp. They're going to close the deal. They're going to use their private money. They're going to then sell an aid, have to pay for closing, then finish it us all, put all the money up, put all the risk, hold it, pay the electric bill, pay the insurance, then sell it with an agent. And how much do you expect that person? Are they allowed to make money too?
Right.
And that's when you put it on.
He said he goes, I'm not greedy. He goes, so I don't mind just walking away with 100 and letting somebody make the rest of the money. And
yeah, he just doesn't know what it costs because he's doing sweat equity. He's a sweat equity, individual. So I think you'll probably just do a lower cash offer and say, listen, what if I was to give you, take 50,000 and just walk away. Give me that loan for 12 months. That's a deal.
I'll try. Yeah.
Say like 50 cash. So, because let's paint the picture again. Unless someone has a call, guys, let's not plug in. But I know my screen's going to be small here. But Ash, look at this. This is sort of like the creative burrs we do, but they're not.
Yep.
Well, let's just say he's got the 80K loan. All right, we want that. But then you just give him 50K cash. And someone will be like, well, I'm not coming in with that high down payment. Well, you go, dude, you don't have to come in for the money for that. And then all you have to do is come in with 50K. Like, let's say he wanted to sell it for 199. The hard money on 199 is a lot more expensive than coming with hard money from here. Or maybe you only have to do 50 plus 50, 50 for cash for him, 50 for repairs. So now you're only coming to the table with 100 grand. You already got the 80K in place. So the 80K is already there. You go get hard money at 100 grand to finish the deal, pay him out, put money into it, and then sell it for 270. You got 180 into it. Oop. You got 180 into it plus hard money, plus closing costs, plus everything else. Now that is, again,
That's better.
you're back at that 100,000, but you're done at 100,000.
Right.
So now let's say, all right, so let's say you had 170 plus maybe 20 grand into like expenses. So you're at 90, let's call it 200. Yeah, like this 70K potentially on the bone. You know, if someone makes 50 to 70K and they can do that in 30 to 60 days, you know, well, renovate it in 60 days, get a crew in there, they're good at it, and then they turn it. You make 50, 70 grand, someone might do that deal. But you got to be able to keep the debt in place so it's you bring down the expenses.
Right. I'm pretty sure I could talk him into that, like keeping the debt in place.
So if I
think really yeah.
But
I'm gonna put that offer. I mean, I think that definitely leaves enough meat on the bone for someone to come in and make some cash quickly.
So listen, someone's gonna put up 100,000 to make another 50. Say like you're gonna get 50. Realistically, someone comes in, does all the work that you're not going to do. Let them make 52. Can you agree to like let someone else make some money on this too?
Mm-hmm.
Say, but they have to do all the hard work.
I like that.
And that's it. And see what he says.
That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You're
put
genius.
it on him
I love it.
to make him feel like he's a bad guy. Or you don't want to make him feel like a bad guy, but like you're going to question his moral, right? His moral compass is going to be questioned because you're like, well, dude, like you can make money, but can someone else?
Exactly.
That's all.
No, I love it. I love it.
Anyone
Thank
else?
you so much.
Ted, do you have anything to add on that or anybody?
No, I think you broke it down good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go a couple different ways, but
yeah.
I'll give him a call right after the live and I'll pitch him the deal. I mean, I could do it now. And I mean, we're almost wrapping things up, huh? What time is it?
Yeah, it's 8:00. Andrew has a contract signed. Did I hear that? Or Andrew has a contract agreement. Andrew, are you muted?
He's on mute.
I think he's talking to a seller right now. I don't know.
Unmute, Andrew.
No, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was muted. No, we have a couple people that want an offer. I had one older lady from Georgia who wants an offer, so I'm going to put an offer out to her. I don't think she was overly interested in talking, so I do think it's probably a follow-up conversation too. I had one in Homestead, Philadelphia. I called them. They're under contract at the moment, but it's a full gut. I think the person who has the contract's not selling it. So he said, call back, in 30 days. I'll probably call back in like a week just to see how honest he was being. But that was 3 units, 2 attached, 1 in the back. Half of it was missing a roof. So, full gut. I offered $20,000. That was in Philly. That was in Homestead, PA. And then in Philadelphia, there was a guy who wants an offer, but it's probably not going to, he said he needs 30 days because he's in a home now, but sounds like his son and his son's friend are there, which I'm like, how old's your son if you're in a home? But he was an older gentleman. So he's like, I have stuff. I still need to get out there. I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready to accept an offer. So he's in 30-day follow-up. Said $300,000 seemed heavy for Philly.
Right. So yeah, it sounds it. So catch us up. Is that under agreement, or what are we doing with is it Homestead?
No, Homestead's not. It's already under contract from somebody else who's can't wholesale it, apparently. So they have it under contract, way too high. $85,000 and the thing that has missing a roof, and I saw some greenery growing from the top. So,
I'm sorry, I read your note that says Homestead is already under agreement, already in contract. I'm like, damn, I just read it under contract. I'm like, damn, you got that thing signed already?
No, yeah. Unfortunately, I wish. No, yeah. So we'll just throw the hammer down on or scorch the earth on the people who currently have that contract, and we'll get
it's already under a contract. Okay, so we can note that.
Yep.
All right.
We'll hit him back in 7 days and have another conversation with him. And
when's the close of escrow?
He said end of this month.
Got it. Ashley had a good conversation. Ted had a good conversation. So we had one in California. And it's really tricky. We could have stuck with that call because there was going to probably be some juice on it. Ted can pipe in and catch everybody up to speed, but it's in a park. It's in California. It's right outside of the Bay. I mean, a mobile home from 71 is still worth next to 300 grand, and it's not even on its own land.
Really?
$1,500 a month, I think, of the park fees, which again, this is California. This is a lot different. You cannot rent, but you can flip. And so he and I would mixing it up in the side chat going with creative strategies because we've been through these ones before where then guys, sure, you can come in with cash. Great. And this might be a cash deal. But if you want to sometimes go creative, the other thing is creative is it's the liens, the paperwork, and the bylaws that we can skirt around too. That's the other thing that creative also brings. Because it's not just it's not just a sale price. It's the way you go about the paperwork to get to the final destination. So I don't think folks forget that too. Cash, you can't just, I guess you could sometimes, but anyway, we won't go down that road. Ted, how'd that go?
Hey guys, real quick. I got a meeting. I got to jump to. I got back-to-backs now. So
all right, dog. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Last to leave, first to leave. Last to
yeah,
arrive.
Today.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking. It's like an employment joke.
All right, see you guys.
Ted, you are muted, but unless he's on the phone still, I can't see him.
Can I add something to what you just said? So I love to tell sellers, I always say, every situation is so unique, and I usually find an exit to help you get to your next chapter in your life. And I mold to it. We mold to what they need and try to get them to their next chapter in life. And that's where creative comes in. And that's why I love it. Cause there's so many different things you can do that hasn't even been done before. There's so many different, what's the word I'm looking for? Different
options. Exit.
Thank you. That's just something like that. Yeah. Different options, putting different things together, when you combine subtail and, it goes a little bit further. I mean, if you've never done creative, but you can get creative with your own deals and try to figure out how you can get the seller from point A to point B, and I love it.
Yeah. I mean, it's agreements, it's contracts. It's if you wanted to continue on an executory contract, you could, where you still show this woman as an owner, but the creative deal this woman had, whatever the deal she was in, the park was you are no longer we're not even allowing you to, you're not credit worthy. And there are parks that watch your credit too. They don't want schnikey people on there, some crap people. Teddy, he's still on. He's still on with her. So he's still cooking with this woman. And
is it the same one from California?
Probably.
Bro, his talk time is going to be through the roof.
Ted's numbers on talk times are very, very, very high, but
mine too.
he also was letting her do, and we don't talk about this, and this is cool to talk about while he's doing it, but he was letting her gas out. I said in the side chat, I thought she was on drugs, but he's letting her gas out. And that's sometimes you just got to let him roll, let him go.
Yep. 100%.
So, he is someone that I know he will let them go. And sometimes when they want to get off the phone, I know this is a joke. He just won't stop. He'll just ask another question. They're like, I'm at dinner table. And he's like, all right, when can I, he'll come with another question. I'm like,
what are you eating?
But it's so good sometimes. Ted's going to continue on with this call. Shaun, we haven't heard a little bit on catching up. So what's the end of your, how was your day?
Yeah, I mean, I think we had that interesting one in Michigan earlier. That Dallas Fort Worth one, obviously, those were kind of two of the big ones. I have one guy in Texas who's kind of looking for, top of market value. Doesn't really want to entertain seller finance, but I'm gonna have a follow-up call with him. See if I can break down some more of those smoke screens. He was in a rush when we were talking. So I was just like, you know what, let's just set the follow-up when you have more time to focus on this. And then another one in Philadelphia. Vacant. Says it only needs cosmetic repairs. Needs like a month to get his stuff out of there, but after this month is up, he's looking to sell it ASAP. He said he has an offer on the table right now for 322, and the ARV on that thing is like 325. And I was like, yeah, okay. So we agreed that I was gonna follow up in like a month, essentially. You know, because realistically, in my mind and how I view a situation like this is like, if there is somebody that really is offering him 322, like, yeah, we're not touching that. So why am I gonna waste my time and follow up every single week? We had a good conversation, but I just set the expectation of like, I let him know, I was like, hey, we buy deals every week. You know, we only have so many funds available to go in and put money aside for your specific deal. So I was like, let's just circle up in like 3-4 weeks. And if, you know, the house isn't sold yet, we'll talk then. Cause I think an offer on the table for 322 off market sounds like bullshit.
Okay. Yeah. And it most likely is. Sellers are liars, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. What we have follow-ups then to do is Ted's still on. Ted's just getting off, I think.
Maybe.
No.
Dude, I think he's still going. Oh, he said finalizing this now. Gotcha.
Oh, he might.
Nice.
So she was almost done. She was waiting for her boyfriend or her fiance to come back. He was building a deck or something. So mind you, they're 3 hours behind us. So yeah.
If he asked just bullshit questions for an hour straight just to wait till the husband got home for that other decision maker, that's gangster. That's some big boy shit.
He did question her. He because we in the side chat I said who was the decision makers, and he goes, so she goes, oh, I'm waiting for him, and then he brought up the decision. He goes, oh, so you're not really the decision maker. He threatened her with, you know, her ability to be like a decision maker, right? Like. And she's like, no, I'm still very much make decisions, but I just, and Ted's like, oh, you just include him, make him think he's important. So again, like you're already crafting up these things.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
He knows the answer. You know the answer. You're just giving him the ability to just, you tire him out. That's the whole tire him out. And then sometimes they're just like too tired to fight. So I think we should let Ted carry on with this.
Yeah.
And obviously he will get it right to agreement. If it needs to go right to agreement, no problem. Yeah, I would say really cool. It was a slow start, but I mean, then it picked right up to like everyone was on the calls. So
yeah, I thought there was at one point, everybody was literally on a call and it was just like, all right, who do we pick to put on screen?
And it was just like, now you got to find out who's got
the
juiciest.
Yeah, good problem to have.
So Ashley FaceTime with a seller. Good job with that. You guys had some good calls.
We did.
Guys,
and I got to call probate people back. They're sending me pictures tomorrow. I gave them a 15th. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Flint, Michigan. We want to hear about that too. So let's get these notes so we can follow up next week too.
Absolutely.
With, like if there's an audience watching, we want to catch them up to speed on like, oh yeah, what happened with that?
Love
one?
it. Mm-hmm.
Ted, what's up, dog?
Yeah.
Everyone was admiring how you tire people out.
She tired me out on that call. She wanted to keep talking. I was like, hey, I'm away from the next call. We gotta end this here.
Yeah. I told you she may be on drugs.
Yeah, it's the good stuff. It's California, right?
Yeah, probably in the trailer. I'm going with meth.
Yeah, probably meth.
That ain't the good stuff.
But anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's a way to make money on it, cheap. Like the mobile homes were selling for like over $200,000. She's like, she wanted 50.
We got to get a comp on a 70s trailer.
I was looking for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we can get people right through there. If we can get someone down there, I can probably have Eric down there tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, let's get, and her other, she called someone else and it was some VA. So I guess no one heard about shitting all over VAs and shitting her, trusting that guy. And like, we're going to trust a guy that we pay $4 an hour.
And I'm calling you, I'm the decision maker, or I'm the one who actually writes the checks. I'm actually on the phone with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So just questioning everything.
So boyfriends, I liked how you questioned. I was telling these guys, you questioned her authority. You knew you set a trap for her, but you go, oh, you're not decision maker. She's like, oh, I'm a decision maker. Oh, you just make him feel important.
Yeah.
So, she can't live in the mobile home anymore. She's getting kicked out the 31st. Needs 50 grand.
She said she wanted 75K, and then she's like, no, the other guy offered me 50. I would take, she's like, I would take 50. Without saying I would take 50, she said that. And then I was like, what if we got 45? And she said, yeah. I'm like, but yeah, it's just, it'd be cool to look to wrap that, because someone else has got to be like, 'cause I guess if you do buy it, and or not us, but someone else buys it and flips it, like they're going to need a cash buyer essentially.
Yeah.
Versus someone getting a mortgage because the mobile home's older than 76.
Or you sell or finance it to them.
Yeah, but that's what I want to do. I buy from her and seller financing, have it match the RV, and then we sell our finance to someone else. They fix
Give her 75 or give her like 60.
Yep.
Give her a little bit more than she wanted. Give her 15 grand down. Someone in California will be able to cover that fee. Then mark it up. Maybe have someone come in with like 40 down, 30 down, and then sell it for like 150,000.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So what's the next steps on you? So we can, everyone's kind of followed through next action steps for this seller.
For me, for me being gassed out, I said, hey, I'm late for my next call. But she wants to call back tomorrow. So the call back tomorrow is me calling her back late morning California time, and then saying, hey, did that other company call you back yet with that offer? And then I might have to go through kind of scorching the earth on their offer, what to watch out for.
Yeah. And we can actually get someone in there, and maybe you send her a text message or something, say like, hey, can I have someone pop by there tomorrow or drive through, or can you send me some text? Can you send me some photos?
Yeah. And she's a freaking talker, but I'll ask for some photos.
Get some photos and let's get that. Cause we can get people down there. Well, good job. That's good. We almost put the dump on. We almost dumped the call right here. Cause I figured you'd still be on the call, but good. You got to recap the audience, recap us.
Yep.
With that being said, hey, it's 8:22.
Could you give me 1 second to copy the notes from when I called her?
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to still do the little send off here. So
okay,
guys, that was it. You've heard it. And Ispeed the leads we called all night tonight, and you heard it. We went from, some folks just don't pick up. It's timing. So what we're going to do, they're going to sit in our follow-ups, and we're going to follow up tomorrow. We're going to call the next. We're going to call up a couple times in the same day. They're going our follow-up sequence, just like anyone else should be doing. But we're here spitting, creative finance, but also we do cash, right? Ted might have a cash opportunity here. I know there's a couple other things. Ashley had one in Texas that they wanted cash, but most often we just want to shed light on the ones that are cash. Great. The alternative. So all in all, love this, love having this, you guys are doing awesome, and keep pushing with a closing we have this Friday on one of the leads and others that are in escrow. Shaun, anything else? Ashley?
No,
I think everything went pretty good. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the comments. We can answer them next week.
reach out to us.
And guys,
yeah, exactly.
check out Ispeed. Use what is it called? The promo code Creative4. Get a discount. Sign up. You guys, even if you just sign up for free, throw your cell phone in there. Throw your area zip codes and areas that you want to be notified in. When there's a lead that comes in, it will text you. And you either ignore it, or you go and buy the lead, or go look at the lead and you can buy it. And then you can use Creative4 as a discount code to go buy that lead. And it's a really good discount.
It really is.
Do that. Guys, anyone want, we're also doing a workshop November 16th and 17th in Boston, but we're doing a virtual ticket as well. All creative finance. We're going to, 2-day event plus a bonus day. It's going to be a good time. The New England crew's invited. You're going to see a lot of us there, actually in person, doing the thing for all day and almost night, I bet. So that's going to be a good time. More to come on that. With that being said, think that's it, guys. Let's end the stream.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.